Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet here on Game Nights. I am your host and your Dungeon Master, Savvy, and we're here to play some goddamn Dungeons & Dragons! I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this all day. So thanks for joining us, everybody. If you're here with us live in the chat, hello, welcome. You can find our schedule and everything on our Twitch drop page down below our faces. If you're with us in the future on YouTube or maybe they brought Vine back, but it's longer now. I don't know. You can join our Discord. You can usually find us on twitch.tv/game nights. And yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot. Let's do this. I want to get started. I'm gonna let my friends introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they're playing today. Starting with Sid.
All right, we're about to be killed by a Gorgon. Here we go. Sid, internet, Twitter, Hive Social, Greek Sid. Thursdays through Mondays, here. Thursdays, run game, Monster of Week, 7 o'clock Eastern. Gonna save the world. Today, play Giselle, Tabaxi Sorcerer / Rogue. Done.
Damn. She did it. Thank you, Sid. Next up is Rob.
I don't think I understood the assignment, so I'm just gonna do the normal thing. Hi, I'm Rob.
That was an extra credit assignment for Sid.
Okay.
That Sid assigned to herself. Very last minute.
As with everything in my life, I'm just gonna shoot for average and hope I hit it. You can find me at bonus stage Rob.
It's all good.
It's true. You can find me at bonus stage Rob or bonus_stage_Rob on various parts of the internet, including but not limited to Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and Hive Social. I am doing TTRPG stuff, like playing Willoughby Wanderfoot first year, who is a paladin / good boy. And he's just gonna swing a sword a bunch and, you know, maybe smite a thing or 5. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. It is gonna be great. Next up is Rachel.
Hi, that's me. I'm Rachel, or Rachel Elizabeth here on Twitch or Hive Social, and on Instagram and Twitter. I am Rachel Elizabeth with a Z in the middle instead of an S. I haven't been streaming on my channel recently because I've been playing D&D on the internet 3 times a week with my friends, and here on Mondays I'm on LB's channel. On Sundays, if you don't know LB, you should, because she's everywhere. And then on Thursdays, I am on Nerd Immersion's YouTube channel, so that's where you can find me tonight. I am Sereia, the Water Genasi Circle of Wildfire Druid.
Thank you, Rachel. And last, but certainly not least, it's Val.
Hello, everybody. I am Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown on Hive and Kraken's Crown over on Instagram. I am here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. Between doing that, I'm playing a lot of Pokemon right now, like the rest of the channel. I run our game of Red Jenny on Fridays. We're playing the Dragon Age tabletop game. And on Saturdays, I run our Ward 47 game. We're playing Parselings. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Law, who is a tiefling artificer.
Thank you, Val. And I already said who I am. Short, sweet, and to the point. I love it. Are you guys ready to get started? It looked like some nose.
Yes.
Looked like there was some nose in there.
I'm so scared right now.
That's all right. We're pretty much gonna jump right in where we left off. Last time, you all made your way out into the Badlands to some ruins. This weird place called the Fortress Badlands to look once and for all for Mergaxor Grunchel and stop him from doing a terrible ritual that will probably kill most of Strixhaven's campus by siphoning their life forces out. You made it out, you did some sneaking around, you saw some creepy stuff, decided to ignore it, and made your way... Do I still have you guys on the map here? I do. Made your way to sort of the center of the Badlands into a cave where a Gorgon had made its home. So we're gonna pick up there and we're gonna roll initiative as a horribly large, monstrous, metal-plated bull locks eyes with one of you.
Are you sure it wasn't an adorable fluffy kitten?
I'm pretty sure. I'll run the tape back.
Are you sure it wasn't that really sexy, like, bull character from the Monster Prom series?
Right.
The one that's got, like, the hearts, like, cut out of
Yeah.
his, like, assless chaps? You sure it's not that guy?
Yeah, it's that. You're right. I fucked up. It's that
It's
guy.
him? Yes!
Yeah!
Problem solved.
Rock, paper, scissors
It's
to
him.
see who
Who
seduces
seduced him? Okay.
Got to put my rolls on Whisper. Wow. That's...
We don't have a board, so somebody's gonna have to take one for the team, you know?
All right, roll your dice.
Aye, aye,
7.
Captain. 17.
17 for Sereia. 7 for Giselle. Willoughby. 3. Law.
My sheet is taking forever to load. 12.
12. You rolled a 9.
Whew.
Luckily for some of you. That means, Sereia, you are gonna go first.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm not muted. That was just for
Right.
me.
Light something on fire? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. So I'm gonna light this thing on fire.
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna do my best. I have so many things to choose from. All right. So I think it's just kind of a panic reaction. Because large bull creature racing towards Sereia and her friends. So she's going to cast Burning Hands. So
Okay.
As a just instant, like, oh god, just brings her thumbs together, thin sheet of flames, and it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And Sereia shoots flames out of her hands. That is a 16.
Pass.
All right, Susan.
It goes wide.
Goes a little wide. Does he take half damage?
Yes. Yep, damage of 8, so 4.
All right. As the flames lick the side of the Gorgon, he seems pretty unfazed. Unfortunately for the 4 of you. Anything else?
But the bonus action. Wait, hold on. I have to check something really fast for my bonus action. I guess I can save it for the next one. I'll just bonus action Shillelagh on the Staff of Fire for now while I
Okay.
read to see if I can cast a different spell next time as a bonus action.
Sounds good. So you cast Shillelagh on your staff. Law.
We're just dealing with the Gorgon right now, right? It's just the
Yep.
one.
Right now.
Okay. I guess Law's just gonna hammer it up and run in to do a smash.
Okay. Do it.
All right. Hammer of. Oh, I guess Dutch is coming with me too, but I'll do Dutch's turn
Okay.
after. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Sorry, that was my reading face. The words are very small. Okay, so one big hit as the hammer comes down, sort of clinking against the the metal armor on the outside of this thing. The second one is
24 to hit.
that
for
will
11
also
bludgeoning.
hit. Okay. Yep. That also hits as you see some big dents forming in the back of this thing as the hammer swings down on top of it and connects.
And I'll follow up with Dutch
Dutchy.
doing his thing with my bonus action,
Okay.
and is gonna do his rend. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, it's a natural one.
Yeah, that will not do it. I think Dutch gets a little tripped up and is a little slow to follow your quick thinking. And the force blast goes wide.
Cool.
Anything else?
Cool. No, I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay. Well, this thing is so not happy with you. And you're right in front of it. Law.
Yeah.
So
Bring it.
here's the thing. You knock into the Gorgon twice with your hammer. And it like fully sort of like skids and stops in its tracks. Sort of swings over, and it's got these bright green eyes that are staring at you from behind this plating. And it starts to back up.
Okay.
It backs
Great
up
sign. Do
out
I
of
get
your
an oppor-
range.
No, I'm not going to do an opportunity attack because he's about to hit me. I want my reaction.
I thought that might be the case. Backs up
Yeah.
very quickly, sort of scatters back and lowers its horns and charges at
Okay.
you.
Dutch is going to use his reaction to impose disadvantage.
Okay. So it's going to roll a gore attack. Ooh, boy. Does a 22 hit you?
God damn it. I dropped my AC by 1 to put on the robe. And that just makes it a hit. If I was going to have used my shield. So I will not use my shield then.
Okay, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Definitely my best stat for saves. That's an 18, though.
Okay, that succeeds. So you are not knocked prone, but you are going to take 19 points of piercing damage
Cool.
as it gores you, and one of its horns knocks through a pretty big chunk of your armor.
Okay.
But that is its turn.
Everyone had 8 last time, right? So everyone had
Yes.
5 bonus points, and then we could heal up 5
Yes.
above, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, that stays for 8 hours. Giselle. You all just watched this
So-
horrible bull look at Law purposefully back up about 15 to 20 feet and then just charge.
Is there anywhere I can move so that I could blast this thing with, a cone of some kind and not hit Law or Dutch?
Other than the ceiling.
No.
It's like,
Okay.
how big is the cone?
60 feet.
No, that's the whole case.
Dang it. All right. Save that for later. Okay. Well, then it looks like I just have to witch bolt it. Let's do that.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. That's a 28 to hit on a natural 19.
Yeah.
So it will take
You guys just hit so hard.
92 plus 6 is 28 points of lightning damage.
Okay, as a huge witch bolt slices through the cave wand and attracted to the metal on the outside of this thing. Just you see this burst of electricity just kind of run over it. It does not. It don't like that. Unhappy. He is.
Is there rocks and things in the cave that I could hide behind?
Oh, probably.
Like stalactites and stalagmites and
Just
all that
a
stuff.
boulder.
Okay,
in
I'm
there.
going to hide behind the boulder.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
That is a 20, a dirty 20 for
Okay.
stealth.
As you duck behind a loose rock.
That is my turn.
Okie doke. Sorry. Willoughby.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock. I'm gonna stop making SpongeBob references and start doing something. So I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna get close enough to Law and Dutch, and to be able to protect in the future, in the near future.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start, gosh dang, swinging my sword.
Okay.
So do that. Oh, that is a natural 20.
Okay.
So I'll be dropping a second level divine smite on this.
Sure.
Okay, so I will do the sword damage first, which is 15
Okay.
slashing. Divine smite will be pretty. Oh my god. Another 21 damage there.
Is that doubled?
Should it be? Would I?
You double
would I
all
get-
your dice
oh.
on a crit. Yeah.
Oh. So I guess I'll just roll them again. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
13. Okay, so
Okay.
total. That is a total of 49 damage that I just did.
Holy crap.
That's very good.
I will. Okay, so that's not a bonus action. So yeah, I'll use my channel divinity to make that an inspiring smite,
Okay.
and give my friends some hit points. 2d8 plus my level. 2d8 plus 8. Oh my god, I rolled 2
Damn.
8s. Jesus Christ. So 24 hit points. Law just got like Shrek'd. So I think I'm gonna give Law half of those. So Law gets 12 temp hit points.
Okay.
And then Sereia and Giselle get 6 each. And swing my sword again. And I miss.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. 9.
The gods say you've done enough.
They said take a break.
They said, all right, sit down, kid.
But yeah, a huge hit will be as you find a chink in its natural armor, and you can just hear the sizzling as the massive amount of radiance just sort of cuts through it. Anything else?
No, I just be Willoughby.
Indeed. Sereia.
I'm just laughing at the holy cow, a paladin minotaur. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
Colchis?
Mecca. That cracked me up. Yeah,
That's
I know.
Colchis.
It's like we're gonna have to tell Colchis that he's a holy cow. Alex, you here? And I have so many choices. But seeing as though her friends just got shreked a little bit there, Sereia's we're gonna cast Healing Spirit. So it's just the same little like water atronach looking thing. My dog is gonna knock this over. Damn it. Oh my god, sorry. She just turned my whole ass chair. So we're gonna cast Healing Spirit right next to Law. Yeah, let me push the button. Oh, send help. I don't know how to cast spells. All right. So, well, that's not a lot, but you get 2 points back, and it's just gonna hang out for a bit. It's just gonna stay.
Okay.
I've dropped Pass Without a Trace, and my concentration is now on Healing Spirit. So we are no longer sneaky.
I like it.
And then nobody else has been hit so far, right?
No.
Not yet,
Dang
knock
thing's
off.
only had the one turn.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it where it is.
Okay.
So no bonus action this time around. We're just gonna. That's the turn.
Okay. Sounds good. So after a little bit of healing, Law.
Ow. That hurt. Law's gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hitting it. I think that's the best thing I can do. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use this rope that I've got. I'm gonna pull off one of the stars on the robe, one of its 6 stars, and cast a 5th level magic missile at it.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot of those to burn. Oh, it already rolled a 5th. Alright, cool. That's 25 force damage.
Oh, it's super dead, dude.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what does that look like?
I think Law just, again, reeling, as this thing just mows over them and grabs one of these stars, yanks on it, energy balls up in their fist, and they just let loose like like a shotgun blast, some Yu Yu Hakusho spirit shotgun just forward, and then a bunch of these darts just come flying out and blast into this bowl.
And it falls extremely dead before you. Okay.
Da, 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 da.
And it knocks loose something from one of the rocks nearby.
Hey!
We got a loot drop. Somebody roll me a d10.
You killed it. You roll it, Val.
Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna roll in the chat because I don't have any dice near me.
Okay.
Roll d10. It's a 4, a reasonable number.
Okay.
Reasonable number.
4. All right, D100.
I got him. I'll do it. 84.
What are you? Out from one of these little piles of rubble is a little potion vial with some kind of dark crimson liquid in it that sort of regularly pulses with a dull light, like a heartbeat.
What the
Do
fuck
we-
is that?
Recognize this potion?
No.
Would we recognize this
Can
potion?
I do an Arcana
I don't
check
think so.
to try to identify
Okay.
it, or do I need to actually do an identify?
No, I think you can probably just do a check.
Okay.
It's a potion.
Potion. 15?
Yeah, that's enough. Dad. I'm a potion dad. I can't ever think of that. This is a potion of vitality.
Ooh.
So when you drink it, it removes exhaustion, cures any disease or poison affecting you, and for the next 24 hours, any hit die you spend, you regain the maximum number of hit points.
Nice.
It's a potion. Put it
Picks up the jar
in.
off the vial off the ground.
It's in the Discord.
I've got the potion here. Does somebody want to hold on to it who's less likely to be gored?
I'm pretty fast, so if I need to shove it down someone's gullet, I can.
Alright. I leave
Okay.
this responsibility with you.
She just stares at it pulsing for a bit like, I really just wanted to look at it. But okay, yeah, I put this on my bed.
Okay.
So my healing spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Mhm.
So can I just use all of those and combine them to give to Law? Can I use all of the charges for it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just
Assuming
wanted
that
to before I started doing the math.
it took a minute to look over this potion, figure
Yeah.
out what it was.
Yeah.
So you get 6 more points back because I rolled like garbage. But
All
6 is
right.
better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's 53. Okay, I'm only down 6 hit points now.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I've got the temp hit points.
Yeah.
And
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
I just wanted to expend all of his charges before I dismissed it.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that was kosher.
oh, why was that thing here in the cave?
Maybe it was guarding something.
Maybe.
We have a
We
look around the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a look around the cave. This isn't the music I want. It's not that big. However, amongst some of the rocks and rubble that are in here, on the northern wall, you do see a set of stairs that are sort of carved into the stone, headed down.
Down seems like where I'd put my secret necromancer's lair.
Sorry, I'm just flipping through.
Aren't these kinds of things always underground?
Well, it's pretty easy to temperature control, like it stays cool in the summer and it stays warm in the winter.
This is just going to make me very much regret putting off my Dungeon 101 class until next semester.
Time to be sneaky again.
Alright.
Do you want me to take the lead? Check stuff out? Make
That's
sure there's
probably
no
best
traps?
because Dutch can only move so sneakily.
Okay. Just stay back like 20 feet or something. I'll
Pass
take
Without a
look.
Trace is active again.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm out of 2nd level spell slots.
All right.
It's okay. I saved all my big boys.
Giselle, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Plus 10. Plus whatever else you get.
24. That's a 32.
Okay. Sure. So everyone else is staying above ground for the time being?
Unless I'm not gonna let Giselle go. Well, I was gonna say out of sight. I'm assuming she's invisible, so that's not really gonna.
No, I did not.
Oh, you did
activate-
invisible.
I
Okay,
don't
cool.
have the invisibility cloak because I've got all my other stuff.
Gotcha.
So-
Not gonna let Giselle go like out of
Yeah.
line of sight then.
No. Maybe follow close behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
If it curves or if it looks like it's gonna, if she has to cut a corner, then we'll move up to that corner.
Okay. Everybody else roll stealth then. Giselle, what was yours?
32.
Forgot about the plus 10 for a minute. That was horrifying when I got an 8. 18.
Okay.
Sereia trips on a rock.
17.
Plus 10.
Yeah, I'm taking the 7 because of heavy armor.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I know, it was like the perfect roll to be really confusing.
I see.
Dutch also got a 17.
Okay.
And
We all trip on the same rock.
Block got a 25. I was gonna Flash of Genius Willoughby to bring him over a 20, but if a 17's gonna fail, it's gonna fail for both of them, and I'm just gonna be wasting that
Yeah.
resource. So
Okay. I will roll those forward. So Giselle, you make your way down these stairs. They go down about 30 or 40 feet, pretty much straight down. And then they open up a little bit. They flatten out into a stone hallway. It is dimly lit down here, so you can see as you sort of move, you can move a little bit down this hallway. It's very short, it's like 20-30 feet, and it opens up into sort of a large cavern. The walls are just bare stone. It looks like, I think you could all probably tell this, but it looks like this was a naturally formed cave that then somebody, either by hand or using magic or whatever, has sort of like shaped and smoothed out the stone a little bit, but it is natural stone. A lot of the walls around here sort of have shelves that have been like shaped into them, like built into them. And then all along the walls, every like 20 or 30 feet, there are sconces with torches in them. But what you're looking at right now at the end of this hallway is essentially a crossroads. Across from you, it goes farther into a cave. There's also a left and a right turn that you can take.
Okay. Why don't I go check one of the turns? I won't go too far. I'll just see what there is. And then I can come back and we can all check another one and then we decide where we want to go. I won't go too far, I promise.
Alright.
Just see what's down there.
just don't move out of sight.
Okay. Giselle will go sneaky, quietly, skirt the walls, in the shadows, and see what's down the left turn.
Okay. You turn left. You go down a little bit of like a stone corridor, maybe 20-30 feet, and it starts to curve off to the right. So you've gone like left and it's kind of curving, continuing forward. And you can see in front of you again, because these sconces, it sort of opens up into like a larger cavern. And then on the other side of it, the passage sort of continues straight. So you've got like hallway and then cavern and then more hallway.
Got it.
I don't know if it's a hallway,
Okay.
if it's in a cave, but I don't know what else to call it.
Corridor.
She's got dark
Just a
vision of
fancy
60
hallway.
feet too. So even like from the hallway looking into that next cavern, not going in necessarily,
Mhm.
can she kind of see what's in there?
You can. Because the sconces are dim lights. You'd be able to see farther than that. You can see as you look in, kind of peek around the corner. There's not a lot in the center of the chamber that you can see, but on the other side of this chamber, sort of just inside the hallway, you see two like figures, like human-sized figures standing on either side.
Okay. She will quietly go back the way she came back to the group. Okay. Some windy corridors down there, and then there was like a entrance to another hallway where I saw two people posted up. So there's some guards down there. Do we want to see what's on the right side and then decide where to go?
Sure. I think know our options.
Grabs a piece of jerky. Okay. Be right back. Goes
Okay.
down the right hallway.
You go back and down the right hallway. This one, like the other one, you go right. It starts to curve around to the left, so in the same direction that the other one was going. And again, is dimly lit. These torch sconces kind of circling the wall. There is another sort of open cavern at the end of this passage. However, this one seems to be self-contained. You don't see any people or anything, but you do see some stuff. There is what looks like sort of the remnants of like chalk on the floor. There are some notebooks and some scrolls that are just very like haphazardly, almost kind of like left behind in the room. There are some like little braziers and things that are sitting up kind of on the shelves that are carved into the walls. And yeah.
Do a quick check around for traps as I go, but yeah, if there's no one in here, I want to see the table, see what the shit's on there.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
So that'll be a 23.
Okay. Yeah, you take a look around, and you don't see any traps or anything like that. It looks like whoever left these behind, probably didn't do so that long ago, as there is still like, you can see like the remnants of like several circles that have been drawn in chalk on the floor. Chalk isn't gonna last that long, especially not in a cave where things get wet. And then you kind of just pick through very quickly these notebooks and scrolls. You see some notes that were left behind, and you find a couple of things. You do find a notebook with a, I would say at this point, probably familiar handwriting, because you have one of his journals, and you've looked through that a bunch of times. This probably belonged to Murgaxor. There's a lot of arcane nonsense sort of scribbled in it. Those pieces I don't think you totally understand. It's probably a bit above your pay grade. But a lot of the same sort of like formulae and stuff. But you do find mentions of another location.
Oh,
that he's been working out of. You see these notes where he's talking about some more experiments that he's conducted, and you see mention of moving his things to another location. When you try to look at the section with the name of this place, or however he's described it, it's like you can't, it's like your eyes can't focus on it. You can't read it. And you don't know why. But as you're focusing on that, you also hear, coming from the back wall, a little bit of like air whistling through something.
like a secret door.
Maybe.
Okay. Gonna grab the notebook, maybe Law can look at it or something, and then sneak back to the group.
Okay. Giselle comes back with a book.
Okay, it looks like he moved his shit somewhere else, but it says the name, but I can't read it. Like, not like it's a weird word, like I literally can't read it. I think it's magic or something. Can you look at this?
Let me see it. I will look at it.
Same thing.
Okay. I'll drop a first level spell and identify.
Okay.
See if I can figure out any sort of magical properties on this thing, what they are. I put it in the chat in case you need to look at it.
Object properties and how to use it. Okay. Yeah, you cast Identify on the book. It's a book.
No shit.
It's not a
Okay.
magical book. It's just a book.
But no magical effect on the text itself that's causing us not to be able to read it?
Nope.
Interesting. There's nothing wrong with the book. No magic or anything.
Then why can't we read it?
Let me see.
Here.
And then Sereia wants to see if she can read it, because why not?
Nope. Same effects.
If I stare at it really hard.
You start to get a head.
Really
It's like the
close.
it's like the magic eye. Do I have to like put it really close to my face and cross my eyes? And
What's-
the
Your
thing?
head starts to hurt a little bit.
What's the
Turns it
text of
upside
the-
down.
Can we read the text in the book?
Yeah, most of it you can read. Again, it's got a lot of formulae, a lot of sort of notes in the margins about different experiments, and it's got some journal entries as well, where Murgaxor, you're assuming based on the handwriting and the general quest, where he's talked about needing a bigger space, needing a better space, and finding something that will finding a space that will not just suffice but be good for the experiments that he wants to do. And then when he mentions finding it and mentions the name, can't read it.
Last chance. Willoughby. Holy man. Can you read it?
Do my owlin eyes comprehend?
Look with your owlin eyes.
Nope.
What do your owl and I see?
Same effects.
What?
Mm,
If the
Same
problem-
thing, but I mean, is this what he meant when he said he was erased from the history books?
I don't know. Maybe this is the problem when we're not whispering in a cave. Should I just put it in my bag and we'll just
Hold on to it.
worry
for
about it
now.
later?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, there was a secret door in there, and then also more junk. It looks like they were doing some casting or something. There was like some chalk on the floor.
Of course there was.
But yeah, I think there's a secret door in there. We could check it out.
Okay. Let's
Because the other way has people. So, you know.
And we're all very antisocial.
Extremely. I hate most people, so.
Sorry, I will put the
Present
notebook
excluded.
in her bag.
I wouldn't
Okay.
say that I'm antisocial.
They did say most of us.
Hmm.
Okay. So Sereia, you put the book in your handy haversack, and you all make your way back into this room. It looks like Giselle described. Looks like it previously was used for magical purposes, perhaps. Giselle, you make your way to that back wall, and feel around for a second, and you find a door. It's about 5 feet wide, 10 feet tall. It's just disguised to look like the stone around it. But you find the door, slide it open. You're confronted with about 15, 20 feet of dark hallway, and then an identical door at the other side. They're going farther back into the cave.
Would it be possible that since these things sort of looped back on each other, that kind of, I don't know, survival to kind of see if, like, does this look like this would loop back toward where I saw those other people?
Not quite. I don't think you have to roll a survival check. It's not that big of a cave. Okay. Not quite. So this door and hallway would be going the same direction, sort of parallel to the cavern in the hallway where you saw them. So they're sort of running like the same direction, but on opposite sides.
Okay.
You only took like one turn. I don't think any of you are that like directionally challenged.
I mean, Sid is, but not Giselle.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
I am. Extremely.
Do you want me to take a little peek through this other door? Just a little one?
I think that's probably a good idea. But I don't know. I don't like being underground.
I think we should check everywhere.
Okay.
I am.
But if you see anything spooky, come get us.
I'm gonna use this opportunity because seems like we're getting into this shit. I'm gonna use a second level spell slot to cast See Invisibility.
Okay.
Which is not concentration and lasts for an hour, and I can see just in case, so nothing sneaks up on us. See invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane.
Okay. That's just an action to cast, right?
Yeah, an action. I think Law just pops down like a visor, and
You look like Cyclops now.
Starts to glow. Yeah, goes a little Cyclops.
Okay.
Amazing.
Giselle, you're gonna
Quietly.
open the other door.
Not all the way, just like that really, really quiet thing that you do when you're peeking on your older siblings, and you just the slightest little peek.
Okay. You open the door just a little bit. Just they kind of slide. So you kind of just enough so you can see. And you see into what is essentially the end of this cave. This door opens into a much larger than all the others cavern, again lit with these. They're sort of like 20 feet apart on the walls. These torch sconces, and in this room, you see a few things. It's looks like it's, or in this cavern, I guess, not really a room. You see a couple of things. So this cavern has sort of been turned into like a makeshift living space. Sort of back in one corner, there's like a cot and a table with papers and things on it. But most noticeably, I think, in the middle of this cavern on the floor, there is this large copper like basin that's sitting on like a wrought iron stand. It's sitting just on the floor in the center of this cavern, and standing over it is a person. You see a humanoid figure in sort of long robes. They're like white and edged with purple. And they the hood is down, but they're wearing a mask. It is well, probably not to you because you come from a pretty pretty high technology land, so it probably wouldn't be that strange to you. To some of the others, it might be, but it is completely made of metal. It's this like polished, either like steel or silver, but it's silver in color, and it covers most of their face. It's incredibly smooth, except for this sort of angular cutout, sort of starting right at the tip of the nose that leaves their mouth free. But running down some grooves, sort of like over where the eyes would be, it's emitting this like purple glow. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture. Because they're creepy. It is not the sort of traditional fantasy aesthetic you've come to expect. Oh, here's one. I'll post this in the Discord. Kind of like this, but less. Not as ornamented. Much more smooth.
And we've never seen anything like this before.
You might have. Law definitely has. For those of you that haven't, they emit the same purple color as the tendrils of a mage hunter.
Okay.
And this is just Giselle still looking through the crack in the door, right? Okay.
Giselle backs down the hallway.
Okay, there's a fucker in there that can control a mage hunter. So I think we're on the right track.
Okay.
Does it have a frog head?
No, not that I saw. It looked like just like a human person, I think.
Just one person in there?
Just one that I saw?
No mage hunter?
Not that I saw.
I think that's our best opportunity. I think we need to get some answers from somebody on where we need to go, so we don't spend the next few hours stumbling around through this cavern.
So capture and interrogate?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a feeling I'd need Zone of Truth today.
Let's do it, Willoughby.
Sereia stretches a little bit.
Okay.
Step of fire, like, oh, okay.
Should I just walk in and cast Charm Person on them?
I guess that way we might be able to avoid a fight. If that doesn't work, though, it's definitely going to turn into a fight. So, sure. Now,
Yes.
I don't remember how Charm Person works, so I will trust you on that.
It could work. It would be. Let's see. They make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they're charmed for an hour. They act as a friendly acquaintance, and then after the hour, they do know that they were charmed.
We could be long gone by then.
All right. Try
All
that
right.
before they get mad at us.
I've got your back.
Okay. I guess we do this.
Hey, we have a plan this time.
We do. Also, it says it's people within 30 feet. I could, like, cast it at their back without them seeing me, right? And then walk in afterwards, ostensibly.
Ostensibly. They're about... 80 feet away
Okay.
across the cavern.
Okay, so you would have to get closer.
But you could try to do it very sneakily.
I could. Okay, how about that? I'll try to sneak through the door and get close enough to try and cast this spell.
Okay.
And if I can't get the spell off, then we just need to hit this thing and then cast Zone of Truth on them. Good? Okay.
Sounds good.
Roll stealth check.
Okay. I still have the plus 10, right? Okay.
I think so. Yes, I see nodding. Okay.
19, 27 plus 35.
Okay. Giselle. You open the door just enough for you to squeeze through very quietly. You stay in the shadows along one of the walls, and you begin to creep toward this person. You make it about 20 feet in. They're about 60 feet from you. And you see them stop, like freeze in place, and their head snaps to where you're standing. And you can't see the expression on their face, but you see them very quickly react and throw a hand over the basin in front of them, and this large red crimson tendril starts to snake its way out of the basin.
Awesome.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
35. Fuck.
There are more things that can sense people than just perception.
I know.
We got this, y'all.
Remind me to tell you guys about these abilities later, because they're fucking sick.
14.
16.
16 Law.
14.
Willoughby.
13.
15. I don't have a sheet for this.
Why did I roll an initiative for that?
So we're doing it live. 16, 15. Okay. Sorry, they're gonna go first. With a 19.
Damn it.
So this tendril snakes out of the basin in the center. You see it it's gross and it's dripping like maybe it's made of blood, and it starts to snake up towards the ceiling, and as that is happening, Giselle, this person who you don't know the name of, is going to look at you, reach out with their other hand, point, and all around you, you see, like, in front of you, this dark red, almost like bubble just forms and then expands into this huge 20-foot sphere that just completely encompasses you, in this horrible, searing, blood red mist. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
Giselle's considerably further into the room than us, right?
Yeah.
Because, whack.
But she was 20. She got 20 feet in.
She went
I went 20 feet in.
So
out
20
and then
feet from
20
her.
feet in. Yeah.
Okay. So we're 20 feet from her and 80 feet total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the numbers.
I can't help you past 10 feet, so,
An 18. Is this considered a spell or a magical effect?
This is a magical effect, yes.
So I have advantage.
Okay.
That is one better. Rolled 14 and a 15.
Okay.
So we'll take 15. That's a 19.
That will save. So you're going to take half damage. I'm just bringing up my damn dice roller here. Just give me a second. No need to be alarmed by the sentence I've just said.
This is the face of alarm.
Okay, so you're gonna take half damage. So you're gonna take, what's not a success? Not incapacitated. So you're not incapacitated, but you are gonna take 20 points of necrotic damage as your blood begins to boil.
Okay.
But that's all they can do. And it's Giselle's turn.
Sorry, doing some math.
No, you're good.
Gonna get close enough to cast Charm Person at them.
Okay. That's 30 feet, right?
Yeah, within 30 feet.
I'm just checking. I haven't read these abilities in a minute. Okay, so they make, excuse me, a saving throw. What's the saving throw? Wisdom?
Let's see, Wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Okay, and because you're fighting, they'll have advantage. That one's bad. That one's worse. Well, okay, it wasn't that bad. 16.
17.
Okay. So the charm hits. Just dramatic for a second. I'll pull up the spell. There's a lot going on. So you see this sort of, well, not sort of, this explosion of blood sort of take hold of Giselle for a moment. And then she casts a spell. How long does this last? And everything in the room sort of stops. And the person that you have just cast this spell on just kind of freezes in place for a second. The shower of blood around you sort of falls and leaves some splatters on the ground, but otherwise fades. But the tendril coming out of the center basin remains. And they just kind of turn to face you.
Didn't mean to sneak up on you, hey friend.
They don't say anything. at first. And then you hear, after a moment, a muffled voice from, well, not super muffled, just a little, like a little tinny, almost, kind of like bouncing off the metal of the mask. Hi.
Hello.
They shake their head a little bit. So, sorry, I've forgotten your name.
Georgia.
Right. Georgia.
Can we hear this?
Yes.
Okay. They start moving into the cavern slowly.
Yeah.
Just coming through with my pals. We'll get out of your hair. Sorry, didn't mean to sneak up on you like that.
No, it's all right. Did we have a meeting? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
No, it's okay. We're just trying to find the big boss. So we kind of had a meeting, so you know.
Right. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Just I don't remember you.
It's all right. It happens, you know. Work gets overwhelming. We, burn the candle at both ends. It happens. It's fine.
Right. Well, I'm not sure what you're looking for, but it's just me here.
Okay. We probably just got a little turned around, I think, in some of the caverns. We were looking for, His Eminence, Merkexor. We heard that he was probably, going to move soon, so we just wanted to make sure we caught him, give him a going away present, that sort of thing.
Right. I don't remember any recruiting efforts, but I'm so tired. No, he's not here. We've already moved everything earlier this week.
Shoot. Darn it. We can get out of your hair. We were just wanting to head that way. Could you give us some directions, maybe?
Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say.
Oh, come on. For an old friend. I don't want to get in trouble. Like, we came to the wrong place and we're supposed to be in the right place,
Go ahead and roll persuasion. Or deception. Either one.
I think I actually want to do persuasion.
I think they both kind of apply.
Oh, they're the same thing. It's fine. Okay.
Intimidation it is.
Okay. 19.
Okay. Yeah, you see their like mouth kind of twist up for a second, like they're thinking. Yeah, of course. Sorry, Georgia. Right. It seems like they're like thinking really hard. And then after a second sort of shakes the head again. Right, he's gone to Cairdoon. When she says that name, that word, the four of you get a horrible sort of splitting headache. Like this terrible pain that would have you like double over for just a moment. And there is this sort of behind your eyes, this like flash of like bright light and this like whooshing sound, like you can't see or hear anything for a minute, and then you all come back to yourselves. I'll put the spelling of the place in here.
The fuck was
It's
that?
Caerdoon. Did I spell that right? Yeah.
Is that a name we recognize from anywhere nearby? Is that on a different plane?
It's a name you recognize. but you just now recognize it as a lot of memories of research you had done that you didn't remember until right now come back to you.
Oh shit.
Cairdoon is the ruin of a fortress out in the Badlands, about 2 or 3 miles from here, that centuries ago was the site of many a battle in a couple of wars in Arcavius's history. It now stands as little more than a ruin, but it's out there and has always been out there. But nobody remembered it until right now.
Right. Thank you, my friend. We'll let you get back to your puddle of blood. And good to see you. But we'll see you around, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, yes, and you take care, okay?
Right, you know the way out?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big of a cave.
Great. Well, see you later. Have a good day.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
The big tendril kind of back into the basin.
Let's go.
Exit.
And you exit.
Back the way we came as quickly and quietly as we can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm having a real moment right now where I feel like I remember us researching something about this place, but
We researched the fortress Badlands, which is where you are right now.
that's where we are right now.
And you
Okay, that's
researched
what's confusing me.
the Badlands in general, which would have
Okay.
turned this up.
Okay,
But
it
it
was
didn't.
blocked.
It
All right,
didn't.
because I just had a moment where it's like, was it erased from my memory
No.
as a player?
They just
Me
both
and
have
Val,
fortress in the
the
name, which is pretty
person.
bad.
I was like, Savvy, you know you can't use mind control magic on us.
No, I'm not gaslighting you.
No, Murgatroyd is.
All right. So
Also
we have to
that
go.
really hurt you guys. Wow.
It looked like it hurt. Do we need to run? We should move very quickly, right?
We should go.
As
Stay away
quickly
from
and
whatever
quietly as
else
we can.
was in
Yeah.
that cave, and then let's go. Let's go that way. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go out. Cure wounds on Giselle
Oh, thank you.
as we're leaving. So you get 19 points back.
Thank you so much.
Now I'm trying to remember. Did I send the carpet home?
Yes.
All right. How far is this place from here?
Cairdoon?
Uh,
It's just a couple miles away.
oh.
I am back up to full. Okay. All right. We go. We sneak back out the way we came. We stay away from the kite spot things. Go out the back and head that way, I guess.
Yeah. Head back
Are you
up.
sure you guys don't want to fight everything else in here?
There's some
And,
stuff. that
I'm
lives
counting
here.
our lucky stars that
I-
we've made it so far without.
If we avoid every random encounter, we're going to be too low level when we get to the final boss.
Oh,
We really need to
sweetie,
grind
they're
up
not
our team.
random.
I'm just saying, if we skip all of the trainers along the way, then we're going to be too low level when we get to the next.
I'm
tier.
gonna set Willoughby to auto battle anything.
Uh-huh.
It's the old
Yes.
Batman
Yeah,
comic.
can we just set all of our characters to
Flapping
auto
y'all.
battle for a bit?
Every
and
game
just,
is not Pokemon.
send them through the okay.
Maybe along the way we could. Well, does anyone need a short rest? Everyone pretty good.
Yeah, I could benefit from one.
Yeah, I could
Take a
gain some
short
more hit
rest.
points. I'd lose
What
these temp
Time
HP
is it about?
You left?
Like, do we have time to get there today?
Yeah, you guys set out pretty early, in the morning. I
About
feel
crack
like.
it on.
Yeah.
Thanks to
so it's probably about
Professor.
midday.
We could walk 2 or 3 miles in a day.
It's really not that far to walk.
I do that most days. That's Sid, not Giselle. Giselle would not dare to walk 2 or 3 miles a day.
No, it based on how fast Dungeons and Dragons characters move, it would not take you that long to make it a couple miles on foot. Probably an hour, maybe, if you're going slow. That seems like too long. But I'm just gonna say that's how long it takes, because boy, it's rocky terrain out here. It's all clay and dirt and rocks.
Can we take some time before we get all the way there to do a little short rest?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Do a short rest. Roll some hit dice, if you would like.
I don't think. Yeah, hit dice.
Is there a limit typically on how long temp hit points exist?
I think it's just until your next short rest.
Yeah, it's until your next rest.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And with aid, these are not.
Yeah, this
we've-
is like
we've
the
healed
plus
up.
No, yeah,
five
that's
things,
different. That's a spell
yeah.
that's gonna
Okay.
last for.
No, I just
a few
couldn't
hours.
remember if it was dependent on the spell,
Mm-mm.
because my inspiring smite didn't say.
I'm trying to do the math on regaining a spell slot. Because druids can do that, right?
There's an
I think it depends on the druid.
there's an ability that lets some druids do it. I don't know.
It's
if
like
all druids
natural
do
recovery, but yeah, let me look.
it. I don't know. Let's see.
I
I'm
know
looking.
wizards can. I haven't played enough druids.
Spellcasting, wild shape, druid circle. I think that might be a circle of the moon thing.
I think you might be right because I don't see it in my
Yeah, it's only certain
features, class
subclasses.
features. Yeah.
So no, you cannot.
Bummer.
Okay. Everybody set?
Mhm.
Okay. You travel the couple of miles to where you know on the map the ruins of Caer Dune to be. It's pretty flat out here, so I'll show you guys the map because you can see all of this. John Murray 1. There you are. So, a couple of things as you make your approach. This whole area, you can tell, I think, is awash with some terrible dark energy. Even so, any sort of plant life or anything that would be living out here, the life is completely drained from it. It's black and dead and dry. The earth itself here, even though it's sort of that red dust and clay, even the earth and the fortress walls and everything look like the color is muted. Some of the color has been drained out of it. But before you get there, on approach, you guys can see this path kind of winds a little bit through a little bit of vegetation. Again, it's all very, very dead. On your... Oh, I don't have a thing pulled up. That would help me a lot. But you can see a couple of things right off the bat. Oh, there's my map. So off to your sides, as you follow this path up to the ruins, you can see a couple of different things. Off to your left, there is what looks like the just completely pulverized remains of some carts and crates. What looks like it was some kind of like caravan or something. That's just completely demolished, and sort of all pushed up together in one, almost like a barricade. On your other side, I'm assuming you all are being careful and not approaching too close, because that's kind of your MO. But on your other side, you see a watchtower off to the right.
Are these trees in the area around? Like, there's these
Yeah,
shrubs?
there's a couple of trees. It's mostly like dead shrubs and stuff. Like what little can sort of grow out here at all. Extremely dead, like black, like they look like they've been burned. But they haven't. They're just extremely dead.
And try to get past the watchtower.
Take the long way around again? We can't fly straight up.
No, but I feel like even if we go around, it's still a watchtower. They're still going to see us coming from a distance. This fortress, like, is there a roof on it, or is it actually these like crumbled
Oh
walls and
no,
stuff?
it looks like the top maybe 2/3 of what used to be a fortress have just been completely blown off.
Okay.
There's no roof. There's sections of walls at most. They're maybe like 10 feet tall.
So I'm gathering that we wouldn't have a lot of cover coming from any direction towards this area.
No.
Looking at spells.
Pass without a trace is gone, by the way.
And so is my see invisibility. I assume it's been an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think we just need to go for it. We're going to have a lot of options.
I
Trust
could
in our-
disguise myself and look like that guy from the cave, leading some people in. You guys could
Alright.
just put your hoods up or something.
That's probably the best option we have, unless anybody else has anything.
I've been reading through stuff and I just don't have
No.
much. Just my cloak of elvenkind.
I think we try that and just be ready for a fight. We're probably going to have to fight at some point, so.
At some point. Okay. You disguise yourself as your new Auric friend?
Yes.
Okay. So you all continue down the path? Okay.
What's up?
You continue down the path. It winds a little bit, sort of first going left and then going right. You move past the a bunch of the shrubbery and kind of up past the watchtower, and up to a bridge. Off to the sides, you see more of this like wreckage. Some of it of like caravans and stuff. Some of it looks like the remains of like some long abandoned siege weapons. There's some ballistae. There's a couple of catapults even that are sort of broken and piled up together. But you come to a broken drawbridge with a big gap in the center. Surrounding this fortress is a moat. And as you get close, you hear a couple of things all at once. From the water in front of you, you see it's not, once you get close, it's not really water. It's more of this like more viscous, like viscid slime almost, with sort of this vague like gray color. You see things sort of moving around in it. In a couple of places you see these sort of like spectral hands sort of reach up out of the sludge, and you start to hear voices, whispers, which then build to wailing and yelling, as hundreds of dead voices start to rise out of this slime, goo. And then at the same time, you hear a shriek from behind you. As soon as you sort of cross the threshold of the drawbridge to see what's going on, there is a piercing shriek. And you hear this sort of like this sequence of like loud like clicking and popping sounds, and then in front of you there is like a blast of light as this like dark necrotic energy in a wall shoots up out of the moat, and then in the next second encompasses the ruins in front of you in this like dark dome. And while you think about how to deal with that, we should go ahead and take our break.
Yikes.
Yeah, you've got kind of a Hercules situation in front of you. So, thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far. We're going to take a quick break and come back in just a few minutes. So stick around if you want to know what happens next. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We're refreshed and thoroughly spooked and ready to go. So, you now have a horrible, horrible moat, a horrible, horrible dome, and just lots of terrible things. A moat full of seemingly dead things that are screeching at you, and a large sort of black dome that has erupted over the ruins. What would you like to do?
Where did the scream come from? Just behind us?
Mm-hmm.
To the right or left? Could we tell?
I don't think you could tell. I mean,
Okay.
You can probably make the assumption that it's whatever's in the watchtower.
Ugh. And we tried so hard to avoid it.
I think we need to go to the watchtower and see whatever triggered this. See if we can undo it.
I say you just fireball the damn thing and just save us some time. Or we could go check it out. I mean, either way. I'm just getting a little
Okay,
impatient.
I know that they do the thing in the movies where they like shoot the lock to open it, but usually that just makes it harder to open. And when I say movies, I mean plays. I mean the the plays that we used to see back in Kaladesh, or like they punch the machine to make it start working. That doesn't usually work like that. So if there's some sort of mechanism in there, if we destroy it, it's probably just going to stay up, and we're not going to be able to do shit about it.
Unless
Did
it's
it-
a person in there, and then we just obliterate them, and it's fine.
Yeah, did the scream sound like horrifying monster scream or like person in danger scream?
Horrifying monster scream.
Okay.
Terrible, terrible shriek of
Though it did change
monstrous
my
proportions.
perception of this event, that somebody back there was like, ah! And then turns on the panic dome.
No, sort of a horrible, high-pitched, inhuman shriek. And then dome.
Can we tell what this horrible dome is made of?
Somebody could roll a check.
What kind of check?
Oh, you know, the magic one.
Arcana?
Arcana.
Looks at law.
That's
Think of the
not
word.
my area of expertise.
I got it.
Okay.
Everyone stare at law.
Well, I'll throw
Actually,
some
my
pebble at
Arcana.
it to see what happens.
You what?
Rolls Arcana. I said Law throws a pebble at it, sees what happens, and rolls Arcana.
Okay. You throw a pebble at it, and it impacts the side of the dome, like the dome is solid, and it just sort of in front of your eyes, the rock just turns to dust.
Okay, don't touch the dome. 26 Arcana.
Okay. You can figure out a few things about this dome as soon as I find the list of things I have.
Hey,
There
that's a
it
good.
is.
That's a bad dome or a good dome, everyone, depending on your perspective.
Depending on who you are, it's either very good or very bad. So if you touch it, like super bad, this is, I think you can tell if you get a little closer to it. It's just teeming with necrotic energy.
Okay.
It would, in theory, have some weaknesses that I think you can puzzle out because you rolled so high, and this is one of the things that you're good at. So it is solid right now. Nothing can pass through it, and if you try, you're probably gonna eventually end up like the rock that you threw. It would
So have
be
a stellar movie career.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, the joke started in my head when you said the rock, and then you said that you threw, and I couldn't stop the joke from coming out.
It's okay. You'll just disintegrate faster if you touch it. There are a couple of things you could do to disrupt this kind of defensive magic. Every one of these sorts of spells and incantations and even like mechanisms that create this kind of magic, they're all typically based in one magical element. Each one of those has an opposite. If it was a dome of fire, you put enough water on it, it's going to cause the dome some problems. So you can take that route and probably open up at least a temporary hole in it that you could go through. Or you could big picture it and try to disrupt the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the magical harmonics that are sort of holding it together. You could use magic to try to do that.
Funny.
What do you think?
So
That's
it's
if you want to
definitely
go through it.
Does it look like it goes? When it formed, Is this like formed out of the stuff that was in the moat, or is it just coming out of the goo in the moat? Like,
No, it's just sort of coming out of the...
okay. Just to make sure we didn't have like an empty moat now around us.
No, it's still a terrible screaming death moat. My favorite anime, death moat.
Yeah, death moat. So yes, it's some sort of dome of necrotic energy, kind of like your firewall, Sereia, except made of death instead of fire.
So if we throw a bunch of life magic at it, will we kill
Like,
it?
if you enough radiant energy might be able to disrupt part of it for long enough in order to open it to go through, but it's going to close behind us. And if something happens in there, we're not going to be able to make a quick escape unless we bring the dome down. But that is an option if we want to keep moving forward. We could also try to find some way just to like disable whatever is causing this, but that might take a bit more time. And
If it's a person, or if it's whatever the hell is in that guard tower, we could just go kill it.
possibly. It's also possible that the thing screamed and then somebody inside then flipped a switch and turned on the dome. But
True.
so
I mean, I can turn my spiritual weapon into like a big mallet and just start cracking at it for a while. You tell me.
that could work, and I assume Willoughby, you might have some radiant options.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably hold open like a gash in it with a divine smite or something, or that's
I could alternatively
Probably it.
use
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
Do you also have does the ring of shooting stars do radiant?
pretty sure. Oh, I know shooting stars is fire.
Couldn't remember if it was a fire-based thing or radiant.
No, but there's other. Yeah, that's lightning. Yeah, it's mostly lightning and fire spells.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, mine makes. Yeah, mine makes. Just I could go. No, astral plane, not ethereal plane. I always get those confused. Never mind.
Different.
Well, I could try to Moonbeam it if you think it's radiant damage, or Willoughby could try to smite it, or we got a couple options.
I think that might be fine.
As long as you guys are okay with trying to crack the barrier and just going through, or the other option is to deal with whatever it is erected it.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that whatever in the tower is what is controlling it too. So
But it's one less person on our backs.
yeah, let's go check out the tower and see what's happening there, and that
Cool.
at least eliminates one option.
You mean to sneak up? Shoot them in the face?
I feel like this might be a go big or go home moment. It knows we're
Blow it up.
here.
You want to blow it up?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess, do we need to get closer to the watchtower for me to fireball the thing?
What's the range on fireball? I mean, yes.
I don't
yes,
know.
you will.
Like, yeah, probably.
My only concern is if there is a manual or something in there that says how to control Big Dome, that we are about to just incinerate it.
But I like watching Sereia blow
Listen,
things up. It's
I'm
very
just
cool.
I'm just throwing that out there. You do you. If you want to just blow it up, that's fine. I just if we go in there and we find a burning page that says passcode is, and it just like burned to hell, I just want that on record.
How tall is the watchtower?
Oh. You know. Like, not very.
I have a
Like
I have a
watchtower
climb
size?
speed of 30 feet.
It's 20.
So
it's
I could.
20 feet up to the platform. Sorry, I was trying to find the page.
Okay.
I could use my last second level spell slot to teleport somebody up there.
Don't think we need to
Like,
do that. I could just
immediately.
climb up. I can
Okay.
climb up with my crossbow and my teeth, and I can
Let's-
sneak.
Let's
And
all
then shoot
climb
it.
up.
Oh, here, I climb up easy, and then I throw a rope down.
Is there a ladder?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, let's climb up the
I was like, there's
It's a
there's a
watchtower.
very
People gotta
obvious
get up there.
ladder on the picture, but
sorry.
Oh god, y'all are
Giselle really wanted
Awesome.
to
She
do
really
just
some
wanted to
Mission
scale
Impossible
that watchtower.
shit.
here's the idea.
are
Why
great.
doesn't Giselle climb up freehand on one side since you can do your cat thing, while we go up the ladder?
They won't be expecting me on the other side.
Well, pincer maneuver. But yes, they'll also be surprised.
I like it. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Willoughby
Sit.
as the party tank. Do you want to
I
go
can
first?
see you coming.
Well, that's why I said pincer maneuver. Less surprise.
I can see you.
They know how many we are.
They're literally just watching down at us, hearing us say pincer maneuver. It's great.
Something
Are
made
you
Big
sure you don't want me to just
scream.
blow it up?
Want to flip a coin.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
As your flip your coin.
All right. One is Sereia blows it up. Two is we climb. One Sereia blows it
Disaster.
up.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
As you're sitting here trying to figure out what to do, you hear from off to one side something moving in the wreckage. As you just stand here in broad daylight trying to decide what to do.
All right, we made something happen by waiting.
Yeah, we deserve that.
We do.
What are you doing?
It's moving in the wreckage.
Blowing it up.
A few
said the
skeletal
wreckage or the
hands. The wreckage that is near you, but in front of the watchtower. You see some skeletal hands and arms reach up out of it.
Hammer.
Are you
Unless,
blowing-
I'll hammer
somebody's
it.
gonna blow it up.
are you blowing
What
up
if they're
the watchtower?
friendly?
Blow it up.
You
Blow
hear
it
another
up.
terrible
I'll blow the
scream from the watchtower as several
Okay,
Exactly, blow it up.
undead,
You
terrible
do watchtower.
whites that
Death
are
of
mostly
fire.
made of bone with the sort of very sad remnants of what their armor used to be clinging to them. They start to climb out of the wreckage and shamble their way towards
28
you.
fire damage.
Willoughby, you blow up watchtower. Willoughby, you and I go smash some undead.
You got it.
Stuff is happening. What's the saving throw for a fireball? Dexterity?
Stormbar 1. I went off of it to take the charges off my staff of fire.
I think it's a
Um,
dexterity saving throw.
I think you are correct.
We're gonna go with that because that sounds right.
It is.
That's a 10.
Boo! 28 fire damage on whatever is in the tower.
Okay. So
And it's all on fire now.
now the tower is on fire, and you hear another loud sort of shrieking sound from the top of the tower as whatever is up there could not get out of the way because it was stuck in this tower. But as that is happening, 3 horrible skeletons are sort of shambling their way towards you from the wreckage.
Law yells out pincer maneuver and runs in with Willoughby.
I just want to know what you guys do. I don't want to get into initiative and stuff. Just want to see how fast this goes for you.
We kill them.
Yeah, we kill him. That's
No,
it.
you
It's done.
do.
Move on.
What do you do? Y'all are trying to get away with some shit. It's not happening.
I blew up the tower.
It's
I
not
did it.
happening.
Law's gonna hit him with a big old hammer.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attacks. Roll a couple of attacks.
Okay.
I swing my sword.
Willoughby, you too. Just want to see how quickly this
Whee!
is over.
20.
Yes.
23.
Yes.
16 and 18.
Those both hit.
14 total damage.
19 total bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Together you're able to take out one of them.
Wee.
Oh, Dutch attack. 18.
Yeah, that'll do it.
8 force damage.
As Dutch blasts one of them, it is rattled. It continues to shamble towards you. They're very slow.
I cast spiritual weapon.
They're tough boys. They're not that tough. I don't even think they're gonna be able to get to you. They're so slow.
What do they look like?
Skeletons. Sort of wearing like the remnants of like armor that's kind of rotted away and stuff.
And they're
One,
coming out of
do it.
the wreckage that was like the old, like, war stuff.
Yes.
And
9
this was
radiant
the site
damage.
of many battles.
Yes. Giselle, you blast through one of them with some radiant damage.
I keep it up and just I turned it into
Between-
literally like an oversized mallet, and I'm just going bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah, between you guys, you can take them out. But you do start to hear as the watchtower continues to burn. Another scream as what looks like a specter of some kind finally like bursts out of the fire and is kind of like frantically looking around, trying to figure out where that came from.
As we're all over here in a mosh pit.
He went that away.
I
Willoughby's wearing a fake mustache.
It was a white Honda Civic. I couldn't get the license plate.
And
but
it
went that
starts
direction.
to float down to the ground in your general direction because you're the only things that are moving right now.
smack it with a spiritual weapon.
Wait, everybody stop moving.
Is it a T-Rex?
It's the specter of a T-Rex.
No, it is not. Giselle, you send your spiritual weapon toward it. Go ahead and roll an attack. I'm gonna make y'all roll initiative here in a second.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit. No, it doesn't have a lot of hit points left.
12 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, that'll do the rest of it. As you hear one final sort of scream, and it kind of goes up in the
All
sunlight.
right. Giselle, since you have the spiritual weapon now, why don't you just open up the hole and let's go through?
You got that? Bang, 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 bang.
Okay, yeah, you can. I think you can do enough damage to it. How much is it? Yeah,
D8 plus 4 every 6 seconds.
yeah, that'll be enough. So yeah, you essentially use the radiant damage to, kind of burn a hole into the dome. It as soon as you sort of withdraw the spiritual weapon, it does very slowly kind of start to come back together. So you get the impression that it's not going to stay open for very long.
Go, 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 go. Breach and clear. Slice the pie.
Okay.
You run through the hole.
You run through the hole. It very quickly. It only stays open for about a minute. Ew.
Ew.
Barf.
still
Everyone
stuck
says
on-
ew and barf.
No, I
You and
don't.
barf.
I'm
Oh, no,
confused
Rob
about
does not.
What slice the pie is.
Rob's
It's
concerned
when
with pie.
you-
It's fine. Go on.
I'll
When you-
explain slice
so
the pie.
it's like SWAT tactics. You take your section.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
You section
from
it
all
up.
my training as a SWAT
Yes.
guy.
Did you not play Rainbow Six Siege, Rob?
No, I play Nintendo games.
Okay.
You need to be teaching your Pokemon how to slice the pie.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell we're
clearly
tired?
your Pokemon don't have siege tactics in. You're not SWAT training
All right.
them for
Yeah, I guess I
Team
just
Star.
gotta quit playing.
All right, shut up about Pokemon. Something creepy is about to happen. All right, you
No.
you
I
run
don't like
in.
it.
You run in to the dome. and it is dark, very dark in here, as the hole quietly and quickly closes behind you. You enter into the ruins themselves. There, again, is very little remaining of what was a once proud fortress out here in the desert. The highest wall is only about 10 feet. They're worn and they're bleached and just seem to have most of the color sucked out of them. It's pretty dark in here. Giselle, I think you can see out the farthest. There's no light source or anything in here, so if you can't see, you're completely in the dark right now. If you don't have dark vision.
Do we have all dark vision? I don't remember.
I have no idea who has dark vision. Except for Giselle, because it just came up.
I do. Oh, the owl does. The owl.
Willoughby
I
does.
have big owl eyes.
It'd be pretty wild
I
if Alan
don't
didn't have dark vision.
Honestly, for a second, I didn't think I did.
I don't think water genasi.
I don't
do.
think.
Yeah.
So Sereia, you're...
Tieflings do, right?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So Sereia, you're completely in the dark.
Do you want me to cast
What
some
else
dancing
is there?
lights?
I can druid craft a little light, can't I? Maybe.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I can also I can magical tinker an object to make it shine bright light.
Oh, I can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. So, torch.
Light a torch. Okay.
I think I have one in my inventory.
I would imagine.
I-
So
I think
one of
everyone
you
also-
does.
I could also just cast dancing lights at will.
Yeah, me
Oh.
too.
That's good too. So
With
several
my
options.
ring that I never use.
All right, you've got some
Do
lights. You want to cast
The
dancing
raven
lights?
here.
Okay, if you get some dancing lights, then I'll get some dancing lights, and we'll have a party.
As you
It'll be
stand in the entrance to these terrible ruins, deciding who is going to turn on the light. From ahead of you, you hear this sort of muffled... What's the word I'm looking for? Like a, almost like a little bit of a gurgling sound. So somebody casts something that will light it up a little bit. And you all look around. From where you are, you don't really see much. You're essentially in what's left of a passageway. Ahead of you, about 50 feet or so, maybe even less, is a set of like small, like a half staircase, sort of going up to another level. You know, like a split level, like that.
There's no way that this isn't like magically trapped of some sort. There's no way if this is like the end game dungeon. Okay, I missed Dungeon 101 too, however, and put it off until next semester. But
Well, I didn't take the dungeon class, but like from all of the, the cat from working in the family business for as long as I have, yes, when people have like very valuable things, you always want to check for traps. I can do that if you want. Lo, you want to help me?
I have trouble noticing things, so I don't know how much that's going to help.
Okay, I can do it.
I can try.
what
to
about
help you,
detect
but
magic?
That would be helpful.
I will detect magic.
I'm good at understanding things once they're in front of me, but noticing things, not so much.
Sereia casts Detect Magic.
Correct.
Okay. Other than the magical items you are used to, your friends just glow. You all glow a lot just when you cast this spell. But you do notice about halfway down this passage, like halfway between you and the stairs, maybe about 20 feet in front of you, on the left side of the hallway, on the floor, there's like a strong presence of abjuration magic.
I will tell my friends that there's something on the floor ahead, about 20 feet. Abjuration magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's going to yeah. Okay. That will fuck us up, I think. So don't step there. Good job. Can I look for other traps?
Sure. Roll an investigation check. Val's making a face.
Just thinking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you take a look around. One of the glyph is kind of off to the left hand side. This glyph that you've found. So you can kind of skirt around it on the other side, unless you wish to do something with it.
No.
See a big.
I'm good.
Big head shake
I
now.
step directly. No.
So you skirt around it, Giselle, a little bit ahead. You don't see anything. No manual traps. No more glyphs or runes or anything like that. So you guys make your way to the stairs in relative safety.
As safe as we can be inside a spooky fortress.
Relative
Dark.
Safety. And
Like
as you reach
10% safety.
Spooky necro hell dream.
as you reach the bottom of these stairs from the landing above, you hear more of this like gurgling sound, and then something else that sounds like a almost like somebody gasping for air.
We continue up the
Yeah,
stairs.
just going up to look at it.
Okay.
Especially if somebody's being waterboarded up there.
No one's being waterboarded. It's much worse.
Giselle,
Thank
you're like-
You make your way carefully up the stairs toward the very center of the fortress, and sitting in the center, the very center of the fortress, like a locust, is a 5-foot diameter sphere. It hovers ever so slightly above the ground. And as you get closer, you can see what it's made of. Pained eyes bulge from the sides of this sphere of glistening muscle, ashen skin, and yellowed bone. Oily vapor issues from the 6 mouths on the surface of the sphere, which levitates just ever so slightly above the ground, just pulsing slightly.
Kill it.
It's adorable.
Game got gross.
Kill it.
Was there another staircase? Maybe we go back down and find another staircase.
I want to
Like-
kill it.
I
Can I
stab
keep it?
every eye.
I don't like these.
And it's making this sort of oily gurgling sound, and a couple of the mouths are just
I will name it Daniel.
No.
I'm gonna kill Daniel.
We can.
No, it's my pet.
Why don't we come back for Daniel to put Daniel out of its misery once we take care of Murgatroyd, okay?
But I feel like we should probably investigate this thing a little bit more before we walk off.
What more do you want to know? It looks awful. It's gasping. It's got like this. Ugh.
What's
Ugh.
it doing here?
Yeah, I wanna kill
I'm
I'm
feeling
gonna
like
get on.
this doesn't just vibe in a fucking fortress. Like there's a
Yes,
reason for this
I
pulsating.
don't think somebody
massive
just put this here
horror.
for decoration.
You don't
I
know what
do
Murgax
you
likes.
know?
Exactly. I
That's
do not know
true.
Murgatroyd's aesthetic. Like, maybe they're really into this sort of,
I'm
thing.
going to
Plus,
go say hi.
It's
they
very
like exposed
avant-garde.
brick or something,
Before Law gets to it, Sereia casts Burning Hands on it.
No, David!
You was Daniel.
Daniel.
It was Daniel.
You forgot its name already.
Yeah.
David Daniel was his name.
Okay.
Yeah, Burning Hands.
Yes, go ahead and roll your damage.
David Daniel Lewis.
I'm gonna
Daniel
use actual
David.
dice right now because I have not been loving D&D Beyond for me tonight. 3d6, 3d6.
This thing starred in my 11 left feet.
It's gonna take, I can math, 14 fire damage.
14.
Okay.
That one crept up on Rob very slowly, and I'm very proud of it.
Oh, I missed it.
With 14 fire damage, the fire bursts from Sereia's hands and sort of wreaths around the creature and then dissipates.
Such a good boy.
Wait, it just disappeared?
See, is like magically, clearly, it would have meant to talk to him.
What, he's like an unkillable NPC in Oblivion?
Exactly.
Have we ever heard about
We were meant
anything
to
like this in
talk to-
school? I don't like this thing.
No, they wouldn't teach you this.
Oh, God.
Okay, fuck
No,
this
they
thing.
have
Let's find another
standards.
staircase, okay?
Hello,
Oh,
Daniel.
led up here. This is something.
Law, it doesn't seem to have any sort of awareness.
Sentience. Damn it. I
Classic
take
Daniel.
a bit of ration out of my pocket.
Oh my god, you're not going to feed this thing.
And
Okay.
I
Look
try
how
to
many
toss
mouths
it
it
in one of
has.
its mouths.
If you get bit and turn into one of these things, I don't know what I'll do.
Willoughby, you
wouldn't-
know you would
wait,
still be friends
You
with
wouldn't
them.
love me if I was a
would.
fleshy mouth monster, Willoughby?
It's got
I
eyes, too.
would. Yeah, I
Fleshy
know
eye
it
and
keeps
mouth
looking
monster.
at me.
It can't
If
help
I-
it.
You,
If I
you
start-
toss a
Has
ration.
eyes.
Hold on. You toss
Okay.
a ration,
Into one of the
but you
mouths.
toss it.
Yes. I'm not going to stick my hand in there.
I don't know. When it was the dome, you were like, I'm probably just gonna touch it. So
Well, I have a resistance to necrotic damage, but it disintegrated a rock, so I decided that was a bad idea.
good for you. That's character growth. You toss the ration.
They're a tiefling of science. Damn it.
You toss a little bit of jerky, and it just sort of lands in the mouth. It doesn't really react. The mouth kind of like halfway closes, but you can see these just like black, sort of like smoky tendrils coming out as it just like disintegrates.
Did you like? No, I don't think.
Need I elaborate? I want nothing to do with this thing. Can we go the
Can
other
I
way?
do like an arcana to kind of gauge the situation? Is this like powering something? Is this being summoned?
You can try.
Okay. Science 21.
Okay, that is just enough. Law, you get a little bit closer, and as the dancing lights from Giselle and Willoughby kind of bounce around, or the torch, I don't know what you guys decided. We're gonna say dancing lights. The dancing lights sort of bounce around. You start to see, just if you'll blink and you'll miss it. It could be, anything in the air, but you start to see the thinnest of like black tendrils sort of coming off of this thing in a few different places and circling up towards the top of the dome.
Towards the top of the dome, like it's like a Wi-Fi signal it's sending out. Okay.
Like a locus of some kind.
This is powering the dome.
Kill it.
Do you want me to hit it with a spiritual weapon until it dies?
I don't think magic's going to work. It seemed like the magic just kind of off of it.
But it was fire damage. Maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, we could try it. I guess.
Or maybe we
spiritual
need
weapon.
brute strength. And
Let's-
she looks at Willoughby.
Willoughby and I can hit it very hard for a long time if we need to, but
I don't want anyone to touch it. Let's try
Yeah.
a magic. Can we try a magic first? Do you
I
mind?
don't know that I want to touch it.
Have at it.
you can always have Dutch do it.
Okay, I'll cast spiritual weapon again, and I'll say, I really didn't want to do this, but you're not really reacting, and it's peer pressure. You understand? Boom.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
Roll your damage and tell me the total.
Seven plus 4 is 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. You knock into it with the spiritual weapon. Nothing.
Sereia's over it. She casts Shillelagh on the Staff of Fire, and she's gonna hit it.
Okay. You don't have to roll to attack. It's just sitting there. It's 5 feet wide. You can hit it. What's the damage?
It's only 10.
Nothing. Just bounces off. And you're.
I don't think
there's
I'm
not
strong
like
enough.
It's not like a. There's no like force field. It's like shield. You're hitting it.
It's just not doing
Not
it.
enough
It's not
to get
doing
through.
anything.
With having identified it a little bit, can I gather whether this is a situation like we have to hit it with something hard enough to actually do any damage to it in the first place? Is that we can't chip it away at it? It would have to be some big, powerful, chunky hits.
Yes. I mean, you get the impression that it is a magical locus. There are probably some things that are either not going to damage it or not going to damage it as much. But I don't really know how to describe it in like magical terms. Essentially, for your purposes, law, it's got a damage threshold
Okay, that's what I
in
figured.
game terms.
Is there like, looking at this thing, is there like a center point, like a heart kind of a thing? Like if we could kill that or like rip that out, is there like a...
No, if it had anything like that, it'd probably be inside the nasty ball.
I kind of want to do something really dumb.
What?
If nobody has any other ideas, Sereia wants to... I don't know. That's really stupid. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Do not touch it.
Okay.
Giselle will just because look at what you're doing and just put the hand on your shoulder. I'm going to stop you there. I don't think we should touch it. The whole like gaseous like thing coming out of it. I'm just like with the wall outside and the whole thing. Like maybe don't touch it.
Can we... All right, I need more damage. What do I have that's like just outrageous?
We have our staves. You want me to cone of cold it?
Well,
I can cone of cold it.
I already used...
I haven't used my staff today. I have all my charges.
All right. Hit it bad.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna moonbeam it and hope that that's enough.
All right, get back. Time to chill. Boo.
Okay. It can't make a saving throw, so.
This is a lot of dice. I don't even know if I have 8d8 handy, so let's just go. 8d8. 31 points of cold damage.
As everybody backs up out of the way, Giselle, you blast the orb, the terror orb, with a cone of cold. And it seems to have an impact. Like ice starts to form on it, and just the impact of the blast, you can see pieces of it starting to fall away and then kind of freeze where they're at. It's still moving and pulsing a little bit, but you've damaged it quite a bit.
That's good. But there's a big one.
Okay.
I can throw one of my stars at it. It's 5th level magic missile.
Sure.
I'll do that.
No one wants to make any decisions today, and it's very funny to me.
Well, I wanted to do something stupid, but I knew that they'd all yell at me and I got scared.
19 damage.
Listen,
I don't want my friends to be mad.
sometimes you just have to do things. 19 plus. Wow, that's exactly what you needed. I had 50 hit points. So you blast the rest of it into fleshy pieces. And
Just to hell.
just
Gross.
Like wherever.
straight
Send
to
it
hell.
to wherever it came from.
Yeah.
Giselle
I
starts
get a
just
piece
doing
of
the
it?
cat thing of like,
Yeah, what
Can
kind
I
of
take a
piece?
piece?
There's flesh and there's bone and there's some muscle in there and there's eyes and there's
Can I get a
mouths.
piece of goo with an eye on it?
Yes, you get a weird gooey eyeball.
Cool.
That's the worst part, Val.
Listen, this game really started tapping into my aesthetic here in the end, and I'm gonna
Sereia
carry this-
hands
Blood
you a
tentacles and weird
vial.
gooey eyeballs.
Sorry, hands you a vial. Little
I don't
weirded out that
know
you want to
if-
keep just one eyeball.
Opens the jar, puts the eyeball down in it.
It's got
It's
some
like a teeny mason jar.
fleshy bits still
one of the little
attached, but
ones.
it's mostly eyeball.
This is
and some
definitely the
goop.
thing that's gonna be like in Val or in
Oh,
Law's
Invaluable.
dorm. Yes, invaluable. No, in Law's dorm room that like you walk by and it just like follows you and nobody notices it's like still like alive.
I'm going to figure out a way to regenerate enough of this thing to have a pet.
I hate it.
oh,
I hate it so much.
And the dome.
It's like when you play Castle Crashers and you
Oh,
get the little
God.
tiny version of the little like freaky eyeball thing.
The dome, as this thing is blasted apart, begins to fade and sort of very quickly comes down. And you're in
All right.
sunlight again.
That'll make getting away easier if this goes bad.
See, I told you we needed to kill that thing, if only just because I didn't like it.
You do hear the sort of horrible moaning and screeching from the moat again. Now that the dome is gone.
That's...
You know.
Let's put the dome back up, and then we'll...
Can we keep going, please?
All right.
You can keep
I'll
going.
bring you back, Daniel.
It's not that hard to navigate around here. Again, most of these walls are very short. Some of them are, disintegrated enough you can see over. So on the sort of eastern and western sides, I think you all can see there on the map, there are sets of stairs going down underground.
Great, another underground portion.
All right. I'll scout ahead.
No,
I think we just go.
Yeah, we should just
No.
stick together. This
Let's
is
just
getting freakier by the minute.
I don't like this place. Let's all go together.
Let's charge
Okay.
in. Make sure when, as we cross the threshold, we do a cool Avengers style freeze frame.
I mean, maybe we still go quietly, because they know we're here, but they don't know exactly, precisely the exact moment of time we're going to cross the threshold, you know?
I'm so tempted to just yell down this thing right now.
Sereia would be on board. Yoo-hoo!
All right.
All right, Mudflap Dingleberry, we're coming for you.
Okay, so you shout that.
No!
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
You shout that.
Yes!
And which set of stairs do you go down? The left or the right?
The adventurers go left.
And you rush, following Law, I guess, down the left set of stairs. They go down into the basement of the fortress of Cairdoon. I don't have a map for you for this because I didn't have time. So you're just going to have to trust my descriptions. So you walk down, run down, rush down, whatever, into this basement. It is lit down here. There are torch sconces along the wall, and you are immediately met with you sort of step down into a narrow hallway. The hallway goes to your left and to your right, but in front of you there is a doorway that leads into like a large main chamber. There's also, if you go around the stairs, there's a room behind you as well. But the sort of main chamber is in front of you.
When you say main chambers, like there's like everything's branching off from this, or like there's a set of double doors in front of us with something.
So you're essentially like standing in a hallway. And the hallway goes left and right and behind you. In front of you, there's a like a carved doorway that then opens. Like if you go through it, you'll be in a big like main area.
I think steps into there to see if that triggers the Dracula cutscene.
Okay. Yeah, you step into this main chamber. It is illuminated by torches again all along the walls. It has a lot of sort of crates and boxes and things pushed up into and like stacked up in the corners. The main area, for the most part, in the center is empty. To your right, there is a wall that has 5 sort of evenly spaced big wooden doors in it. And to your left, there is another like open doorway. It goes off into another room. But from where you're standing, that left doorway, you can hear these sort of like guttural croaks, I guess is the best word.
I hear croaking. We're looking for a frogman, so...
Is Dutch prepared to kill a frog person?
Dutch is programmed to be the only frog person.
Perfect. Okay.
Highlander.
There can be only one.
Alright, let's go that way, I guess. We can
Follow the
sweep
croaking.
these rooms on our way out if we need to.
Follow the croaking, looking for traps.
Okay. It's well lit in here. I mean, you don't really, I don't think you even have to really roll. You don't see any, like, there's no tripwires, there's no, like, glowing glyphs on the walls. You guys be able to see them. So you head through this doorway. You sort of are cutting through more of this hallway. Essentially, there's, like, a hallway that goes, if you're looking down at the top of the map, hallway encompasses that big central room that you were in, and then there's like offshoot rooms
Okay.
on the sides. Looks like a Jumpluff, if you know that Pokemon. This little guy, he's got cotton tufts.
Pokemon reference drink.
I said. But you head into this sort of offshoot room, and you see the following. In this room, it is, and you can sort of feel it coming out this like large doorway. It is noticeably warmer in here, and the air is muggy. There are these like globules of swamp water almost that are kind of floating all throughout the room in the air, their surfaces kind of rippling. And in the center of the room, you see a bullywug which is a frog person, sitting sort of hunched over with legs crossed, partially hidden inside a large cocoon that is made from what looks like very tightly woven strands of mud. Around the hunched figure, there are these 5 bright spots that look like stones that are sort of glowing slightly. They kind of buzz around this central point, this bullywug at the central point. And on the floor beneath him, there is this large runic circle that starts to crackle with this dark, like eldritch energy. And you hear the croaking in the center of the room coming from the cocoon stop for a moment. As the bullywug sort of cranes its head around to look at you coming in behind him, and he just croaks, "You're too late." And unfortunately, we don't have time to get into this. Rather than rush it, because we're gonna roll initiative, I think we're gonna stop there for the night and finish the module next week.
Oh boy.
You found him. He's a big
But he's
creep.
already killed all of our friends, so we have nothing to lose. Murder him!
Madagascar, Gibraltar. We meet
Best
at
one.
last.
Best
You
one.
found him. You beelined straight for him, exactly like I thought you would.
We don't fuck around, this crew.
No. And we're a little, spiced up. We're a little beat up right now.
I was
so this
hoping
might be
that
a
would
really
be the
interesting
case.
fight.
I
We're gonna
don't.
have to get creative.
I don't want to rush this, and for some of us it's very late, so I don't want to go late. So we'll stop there a few minutes early, and we'll pick back up next week for the final showdown. And yeah, I don't know what'll happen after that, because I need to know where everyone stands after the fight. So, yeah, thanks.
If everyone stands.
Everyone will stand.
Oh boy, we'll see. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to my wonderful players for going along with some really creepy stuff.
Spooky.
This guy is spooky. Thanks for playing with me today, y'all. Let's go ahead and do Stars and Wishes. Who wants to go first?
I can go. My star is kind of a dual star, but it goes to both Sereia for just wanting to touch things that she shouldn't, and also to Law for also wanting to touch things that they shouldn't, and also wanting to make a friend out of a giant floating ball of eyes and teeth and croaking awfulness. Really, all that means is our friends are just really wonderfully kind and caring and,
Impulsive?
understanding people. And impulsive. Impulsive most of all.
I almost turned it into some form of like beholder, but that seemed too mean. So I didn't. I just left it as is in the book. My brain didn't come up with that shit.
I think it's gross.
They
But
did
it's
that.
giving me so many ideas for Dutch 3.0.
My wish is to strangle this motherfucker in the cocoon that he's built for himself.
I like it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you, Sid.
Thanks.
Who else has things to say?
I have a
I-
star and a wish. Oh, you can go.
No,
You.
Okay, I'll go. My star goes to Giselle for keeping Sereia from touching something she shouldn't.
I wanted you to touch it so bad.
I was just like, I don't know. If I just like, there's got to be like a center of power on this thing. Can we just break it?
I guess I can
I
tell
feel
you
like-
guys how it works, since it's not gonna come up again.
Sure.
Because only
Except for when I build a new one.
Well, then you'll know how it works.
Yeah,
So it's called
fine.
the Necrotic Locus, and is essentially a bunch of dead things made into a magical locus for the big dome. So like I said, it has an armor class, but it can't move. So mostly it has a damage threshold of 15, meaning if in a single hit you don't do at least 15 damage to it, it doesn't break through that threshold. It only had 50 hit points. But so there are a couple ways you can get rid of it. One, you can destroy it, which is what you guys did. The other two options the book gave were called undo it with magic, which is essentially to use Arcana and some magical power, a spell slot, an item to essentially overload it and break it down. Or
That one's smart.
you
Didn't
can
think about
reach
that.
into one of its mouths and try to rip out its innards. And you
So it
do,
might have worked.
and you do damage to it, but if you fail its saving throw, you also take necrotic damage. So you can reach into its mouths
Lose
and
an
try to
arm.
rip. That one is called rip out its guts. So yeah,
So it might have worked. It might have worked.
it worked.
It might have worked.
You weren't that
I was
far
like,
off.
rip out its heart. It has to have one,
You
right?
guys picked the
Oh my
safest route,
Yeah.
which is
Well,
kill it
you
with
know.
fire. So yeah.
I
Sorry.
like to imagine when I practice like songs for gigs and things, most of the cats will just either run or scream, but Twix will like come up to me like she doesn't quite know what's happening, and then there have been times where she just starts pawing at my face like, "Mom, stop.
Stop,
Just
please."
mom, stop. Just stop." Just
It was a
stop.
mom stop moment.
It's like that.
It was a mom
To
stop.
Sereia.
You guys took the path of least resistance, I think.
That's
the only
so
one that
funny.
doesn't require a saving throw.
Oh, well, thanks for keeping me from shoving my arm in that thing.
you
Because
could.
that was my next move. But yeah, because Soraia's not that strong. So if it was like anything, yeah, that probably wouldn't have worked. Anyway, and then my wish is that we save our friends, even if. Well, I should say Sereia wants to save her friends that are here, as well as the ones at school. So, fingers crossed that we all make it out of this.
Okay.
Because, just wants to save everyone.
That's a nice wish.
She finally has friends. She doesn't want to lose them.
I think that's fair. Thanks, Rachel. Who else?
I'll do mine. My star. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to give my star to Sereia for backing me up on the let's just charge in, let's just do the fucking
Yeah.
the ding dang thing. And I thoroughly enjoyed that because there reaches a moment with dungeoneering where you're just like, let's just
Fuck it, let's
for
go.
it. Let's just run. I'm gonna let the rogue have their
Ride or
day as much as
die.
I can, but eventually, yeah, ride or die, just run in.
I think that they like looked at each other when I was like about to yell. And Sereia was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's time.
And then yeah, my wish is going to be I mean, my wish is now going to be to make myself a new Daniel, in some form as a pet.
Okay. I like it. We'll see.
Necromantic artificer.
Thank you, Val.
David Dutch Daniel.
Ah.
My star goes to just all of us for being the strangest mixture of indecisive and impulsive, and it was just beautiful. Like, I don't know the last time I've played a session so Looney Tunes as tonight, and I fucking love it. I'm just gonna blow up the tower. Yep, I'm gonna blow up like, I feel like tonight we became what all D&D parties end up becoming, which is just cartoon character, not murder hobos, but like
Chaos
almost.
Gremlins.
Chaos Gremlins. Yeah, that's better.
Yep.
I like that.
Let's blow
This
up the
felt-
tower, but also spend 10 minutes deciding which one of us is gonna be the light source.
We tried to turn it into a hack and slash game, but
All I saw in my head was, again, like a SpongeBob reference, just Nosferatu. And I was like, I've already made a SpongeBob reference tonight. I can't make another one.
Sure you can.
I love it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Make all of them you want.
Dungeon Dad said it was cool, so it's
Hey,
cool.
you know what? I made friends with a member of Warwick. I didn't even get their name.
No,
And they'll
after
maybe
an
use
hour,
it.
they're not gonna be your friend anymore.
It's-
Oh no.
Yeah, he's already pretty pissed off back there, isn't he? This
At
point.
least one of those screams was him.
Yes.
My wish goes to us saving just like the whole ass campus. I don't want any friends to die, and if they have to die, at least be one of the people that like challenge us to a duel, because I could give a fuck. Willoughby likes them, but Rob is like, nah, whatever.
I think rightfully so. They were pretty
Yeah.
nasty.
Whack.
Completely. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna stop here for today. As far as I know, we'll be. It's that weird season where I have to be like, as far as I know, we'll be back in a week. But yeah, we should be back 1 week from today. It's fucking December 5th. Yeah, doing this. It's probably gonna be our last session of season 1, but never fear. We are gonna have some kind of interlude in the middle before we catapult ourselves into season 2. I'm debating. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see what we're doing. I might just keep it a secret till we start doing it. No, I'll inevitably talk about it. We'll talk about it soon. Does anybody have anything they want to plug or anything before we go away?
be here next week
Yes.
for the thrilling conclusion of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet.
Or their first chronicle, anyway. Well, in that case, you know where to find us. We said them all at the beginning. There's handles below our faces. Pick a social media. You'll find some of us on there. But we'll be back 1 week from today, fingers crossed. But until then, good game. And good night, Internet.